Hey, it's Rejected Shotgun. So another character from Overwatch just got added to Heroes of the Storm, and Zarya, who's already in Heroes of the Storm, just got a really sick Oni/Hanamura skin, and it looks amazing. And if you've been watching my previous videos about all the bugs lately, Blizzard just went through and released a huge bug fix patch, fixing almost all of the bugs I was mentioning. And I've got a few community topics today, so let's jump right into this. Before I get into the first story really quickly, I want to encourage you guys to go to my brother's channel. He goes by Cheap Dish Soap, and he makes awesome Overwatch content. He does top 10s, top 5s, epic moments, crazy plays, and you can submit your own clips to him and you can have them featured every week on his top 10s. I really encourage you guys to go check out his channel. He has a lot of awesome content, and it would really mean a lot to both of us if you went and subscribed. Anyway, back to the story. If you guys were watching my channel a couple weeks ago, you would know about the Nexus Challenge 2.0, which is a Heroes of the Storm promotion where they're likely going to add a really nice Overwatch skin into the game. Well, a lot of the new updates for Heroes of the Storm 2.0 are hitting the live servers on Heroes of the Storm, and it's adding a lot of really interesting content already in line with some predictions I was making, which is really exciting for me. Now, what you might be most interested in Heroes of the Storm right now is this new Hanamura Zarya skin, which is essentially Oni Zarya. If you liked Oni Genji, this is Oni Zarya. And it looks really nice. I'm loving the detail that the designers put onto this skin. In fact, I would be really excited to see this in Overwatch. And I have a feeling we won't see it in Overwatch, unfortunately. But if it did get added to Overwatch, this would be one of my favorite skins in the game, hands down. Now, it is possible that we will see this skin in the game, though, because the Nexus Challenge 2.0 is coming out very soon. Like I was saying earlier, Nexus Challenge 2.0 is probably going to include a legendary skin for Overwatch, very similar to how the Nexus Challenge 1.0 did. And if you didn't know, that's how you got the Oni Genji skin, was from the Nexus Challenge 1.0. Now this Nexus Challenge 2.0, there's a good chance that there's either going to be A, this new Oni Zarya skin, or B, a completely new skin for some character we couldn't even imagine. I have a feeling it's going to be amazing as a legendary skin though, because Blizzard really wants new players into Heroes of the Storm, and a really good way to do that is to make players from Overwatch see the new skin reward and say, ooh, I'm totally going to go into Heroes of the Storm and get that for myself in Overwatch. While this isn't totally related to Overwatch, it is really cool to see that they're adding Genji into Heroes of the Storm. If you like playing Genji, there's a pretty good chance you're going to like playing him in Heroes of the Storm. I've been playing Tracer and Zarya in Heroes of the Storm, and they are a blast. They play almost exactly how you play in Overwatch, which is kind of insane to see that Blizzard can actually make the same character with the same abilities in a completely different game with a completely different genre. So I have a feeling Genji is going to be a blast to play, and if you guys haven't played Heroes of the Storm much, you should definitely give Genji a try. Heroes of the Storm is a totally free game, and I recommend you play it, not only so you can see the new content, but also so you can see the new Nexus 2.0 content and get it right off the bat as soon as Nexus 2.0 is released. That way you always have the newest and best legendary skins for your characters in Overwatch. I don't want to cover too much Heroes of the Storm stuff today because I know you guys are here for the Overwatch content, but they added Hanamura to Heroes of the Storm. It's an absolutely beautiful map. I currently don't know what the objectives on the map are because every Heroes of the Storm map has some really unique objectives that you have to do halfway through the match, but I can tell you the map looks beautiful, and I will definitely be playing it when the Nexus Challenge 2.0 drops. That way I can get my legendary skin. They did add some other really interesting skins for some other characters from World of Warcraft and such that do look really nice and are themed after Hanamura in Japan. In fact, this skin for Oriel, a character from World of Warcraft, looks absolutely awesome, and I would definitely like to get that skin for her because if you play Here's the Storm, you know she's basically Mercy, who I main in Overwatch. My last few videos have been about a bunch of bugs that are plaguing Overwatch since the Uprising update and a little bit before it, but thankfully Blizzard has gone through, noticed all these bugs, put them on a list, and found ways to fix them. Almost everything I talk about has been patched, which is pretty incredible considering I made those videos just a couple days ago, and that was as soon as the information was available. Blizzard is on point lately, and they are really getting these bugs taken care of so that we have the smoothest possible game experience in Overwatch. The Uprising event had a little bit of glitches with when the payload would come flying down from the sky, people could get stuck in it, and some people could zoom really far up the map and it would cause some bots to not spawn, and it was a little bit of a mess, but they figured it out and they patched those little weird glitches, and it's pretty good. For some reason, nobody got the new Overwatch Uprising icon when we first started up the game. I guess something on Blizzard's end was preventing us from unlocking it, but if you go in game now, you will actually get that player icon, which is pretty cool because I saw it in the list and it looks pretty neat. I guess some people thought that Torbjorn's turret wasn't very effective in the brawl, because for the brawl only, Blizzard decided to ramp up the damage from Torbjorn's turret by about 15%. Now, I know Torbjorn's gun was really powerful, and those non-stop molten cores are really beastly too, but I guess the standard stage 1 and stage 2 turret damage wasn't doing that much, and I guess I could see why. When I was trying to take care of all those slicers on my payload, I really felt like the turret wasn't that effective against them, and that turret should be one of the #1 things taking care of the slicers. Most importantly from this bug fix update, I am just really happy to see that Mei can finally freeze people again. For the past week or so, if you've been playing Mei and you try to freeze people with your gun, it's just really not going to have much of an effect. People will be frozen after a moment or two, but they're not going to get slowed down, which for me is a really critical effect for when you're playing Mei. You need to slow people down, make it so that it's harder for them to look around, make it so it's harder for them to move. That is one of Mei's key components in her kit, and now it's back to normal. Don't worry anymore, Mei is good on all platforms, so don't even stress, because Papa Blizzard's here to save the day. If you think about it, every single new legendary skin that's been added to Overwatch is either not accessible through 1,000 coins or is an event skin that costs 3,000 coins. Now, of course, there were 4 legendary skins for every character when Overwatch launched, and each of them costs 1,000 coins. Now, I understand that Blizzard needs to make these events and needs to make these skins difficult to get so that you're more incentivized to buy loot boxes. However, a lot of people in the community are starting to raise concerns that there are no new legendary skins for 1,000 coins. If you want to buy a cool new skin for 1,000 coins, you're probably gonna just have to buy one of the 4 main ones, because the only skins that you could buy as new legendary skins cost 3,000 and are time limited to events that Blizzard puts out. This means that when people hop on Overwatch for the first time and they see all these really new cool skins for Overwatch, they're not gonna be able to get them because they didn't participate in the event. A lot of people have speculated that Blizzard will be doing some kind of event in the future where you have loot boxes from all events accessible, which I think is a really good idea, but if it is done, I would like to see that personally once a year, just so that people have that small window of opportunity to get what they want to get. The fact that a lot of the legendary skins in this game are locked to a time-limited event is sad, but it is an effective strategy on Blizzard's part. But I would love to see it for all the new players in the game who want some of the old skins. A new event where you could randomly get some of the old skins from the old event would be absolutely cool. I think everyone would agree that a new event that has all the previous events combined into it is a good idea. And considering Blizzard's really receptive to community feedback, I have a feeling we are actually going to see this sometime in the future, but don't quote me on that. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I've been trying to put out Overwatch content for the past few months, and it's been really fun, and I can tell you guys have been really enjoying it. So I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to my channel, so that way you're always notified about my newest Overwatch videos containing all the newest stuff in Overwatch news. That's all for today though. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.